Hi, Ron here. We're going to take a look at POWI, and we're going to look at it in terms of what signals you would have had using what course methods. Okay. If you're a person who's taken the advanced course, the Advanced Andrews course, you know that you have a zoom up here, you have at this point over here, and you have a golden pivot rule over here, suggesting this is probably a good place to get in. You would know that prices went down here to a reaction line, and you would know as prices came down that not only did you reverse at an R2P, but you also had an EP up here. Now the importance of the EP is it gives you this area out here as a minimum target. Okay, and that's what you would have noticed if you were a person who took the Advanced Andrews course. If you're a person who had the expanded material, you would have noticed one or two other things. One of the things you would have noticed is that right over here you have an EPWD signal. This is pretty much mechanical. This is in addition to the golden pivot rule. You have an EPWD signal, and so this gives you an idea as to what's going to happen next, which is just looking at that signal alone, that's a nice trigger to the upside. Those of you that are in the Babson program, you would have noticed all those things, but you would have noticed something else also. Using your standard Babson criteria, you would have noticed this is a J minus 1, this is a J, and this here is an N2. And this is a J plus 1, and this is a J plus 2. So the problem when you get to a J plus 2, you've already done your measurements of this one up here, this one here, this one here, and the other things, and there you have a pretty good probability of what's going to happen next and what direction things are going. Now, one of the interesting things that I find is that when a stock makes a very, very strong move, I can typically go back into it and look at it from the Babson point of view, look at it from the Andrews point of view, look at it from Advanced Andrews, Expanded Andrews, whatever, and I'll just get a whole bunch of stuff. And this was taught to me by a trader who came by and visited me once when I was over on Oakmead Parkway in Sunnyvale, and he suggested that the reason that moves occur from a technical point of view, strong moves occur, is because there's just a lot of things that happen around the same time that give you the same indication, which creates a very, very strong trend. Anyway, I hope this gives you some idea as to some of the different things, and talk to you next time.